up the body here, we talked about the pelvis and lumbar spine, the thoracic spine here. Now moving up there, the next important postural point to the body would be the scapula, okay? The arrangement of the scapula. So let's just reach up to the ceiling there. And what we want to get here is that the scapula have a large range of motion. They're basically these triangular bones floating around in the back of the rib cage, and they have a lot of movement available, and we want to be precise with our placement of the scapula here. So let's explore movements of the scapula just to kind of demonstrate what kind of movements are available. So one thing you might do is inhale and protract, so that we reach the fingertips up. That's the scapula widening on the back of the rib cage, and then exhaling back to neutral. Good, let's do that again. Inhale up to the ceiling there, and exhaling back to neutral. Inhaling up to the ceiling. Reaching, that's your scapula widening on the back, and then back, right? So we're, one more time, widen the scapula on the back, and then they pull back towards each other. I'm kind of emulating what the scapula are doing on her back with my hands. And exhaling back. Good. Now, the opposite movement would be a retraction. So now the scapula pull towards each other, pinching them towards each other, and then back to neutral again, right? And inhale and pull them towards each other, and back to neutral. And then back there, and then back to neutral. Good. Now what we've done so far is movements of the scapula out and in, kind of in a horizontal movement. If you were sitting upright, you're moving your scapula horizontally, right? So your arms blind by your sides. They can also move up and down the back, right? So let's go ahead up to the ears, and then exhale and slide them down there, right? So you shrug the shoulders up. What's really happening there is the scapula is sliding up the back, and then they're sliding back down. Sliding up the upper back, and then scapula sliding down, right? And we want to look for, on that coming down, we want to look for this muscle called the lower trapezius, which is kind of in the middle of the back, okay? Right in the middle of the back, just below the scapula, it's pulling downward. Up to the ears, and then down the back. Fantastic. Now, in that position, notice that you have that engagement of those muscles, those lower trapezius muscles. Nice, open across the front here, but we don't want us to be like that, roll forward there. We also don't want to be overly retracted and the rib cage is popping up off here. We want the rib cage connected and the scapula down the back. So you have that light engagement there, not too much, right? Great. Okay, now moving up the next part of the body.